Now, I said one of the important parts of a job, one of the important 7 parts, always keep that figure in mind, is people. That could mean a variety of things. What people do you like to work with in your cubicle, on your floor, in your business? What kinds of people do you like to work with? Also, it could say what kinds of people you want to serve, you want to have as customers, clients, or whatever. So one way to start out is to say, well, there's certain formulations that people have made about people environments in work. Maybe we can use one of those. And then another way to start is to say at the opposite end, well, I've already had a lot of experience with people and I've met some doozies and I really don't want to work with them again. So let's start with the first. The system that systematizes people environments was invented by a man named John L. Holland, and he is gone now, but he was a researcher at Johns Hopkins University in Maryland. John was an interviewer of people coming out of the Army after one of the wars in the past. He had a questionnaire to fill out, and he was wondering why his pen was moving ahead of the answers. Why did he know if somebody said they liked to work outdoors, they were going to say their favorite hobbies were this, that, and that? He always knew. And he said, oh, I'm seeing types. There's types of people. And we could call them families of people if you preferred. And so he said there's 6. And as you can see from the diagram here, the 6 were represented by one letter. The first letter, R, stood for realistic. The second letter, I, stood for investigative. The third family, he thought, were characterized by being artistic. A for artistic. The next was people very social, wanting to help and care for people, and they called this family S. And then the next one was entrepreneurs or enterprising, and he called this a group of people that like to start things or sell things. And finally, the last family, the 6th, was called conventional. Now let me just explain a little bit about these. Suppose you went into a room and it had 6 corners to it, and there was a party and you were late. And you come in and somebody at the door explains to you who the people are. The same types have gathered in the corner. So all the R's are in one corner, all the I's are in another, all the A's, S's, E's, and C's. And you have to decide which corner you feel most compatible with. Which corner would you like to talk to and listen to? I would choose investigative. I love to investigate. So you have to look at this as a party, choose which corner you would be drawn to it, just intuitively. And then next, assume they left for another party across town, and you say, well, those that are left, of all those that are left, I would prefer the company of these people. And then they leave for another party, and you finally say, all right, I'd like to be in the company of these. Or if you can't make up your mind among the remaining 4, you say, well, these are the ones I dislike the least among these 4. This helps to give you a code. You choose 1, 2, 3. You get a code based on those letters, R, I, A, S, E, C, and you make a determination of what group you fit into where there is an overlap. I belong to this family, and this family. I am a IAS or whatever. And then John has certain occupations that are keyed to that code. When you've chosen the 3 corners in the manner I've just described, you look at the letters that you have, and in my case, it would be investigative. I love to help people, so S would be my second preferred letter. And my third would be artistic, because I love to design and so on. So I chose I, S, A. That is called your Holland code. It's useful because there is actually a dictionary that will help you choose what jobs go with that code. And it's quite a wide variety for each code. And so that gives you the first answer to your flower petal. What kinds of people do I like to be surrounded by? Find your Holland code, and then put that down on that petal.